Name discrimination is essentially when someone makes a negative judgment or draws a negative inference based solely on the other person's name, whether it's their first name or their last name. Names are so important to us because they can represent so many things about us, how we relate to ourselves, how we relate to our family, our heritage. The name is absolutely non-negotiable for the person. Whether you decide to go by it or by a different name is always the individual's choice. And that is them making the best decision for themselves at any given point, being strategic, taking into account what their goals are, what their responsibilities are, maybe to themselves, their family, their mission in their work.
So what are the repercussions for name discrimination?
One of the more commonly cited studies was where the researchers sent out a whole bunch of resumes, for example, and they sent out one set of resumes that had more typically white-sounding names, and then they had another set of resumes that had more black-sounding names. Those folks have to send out 50% more resumes in order to get the same result as somebody who has a David or a John or a Stacy or what have you. When you are hiring people, make sure that we are double checking and making sure that we're not discriminating based on somebody's name. The second thing is training. The training should be starting with anyone who's in a leadership role. So anyone who has that power to hire and fire, to promote, to make decisions about where someone's going to be placed. And then the third thing is data. So if you want to be serious about tackling any type of discriminatory issue, you have to have data. Knowing where a company is starting from, where they are now, and where they want to end up, and that's crucial to knowing where you are against your targets.
So what can individuals do when it comes to name discrimination?
As far as what folks can do who face it, remember it's not your fault and you have nothing to be ashamed about. Protect yourself and talk to the allies who you may have within or without the organization, and make sure that that isn't happening to you. Documentation is always a good bet. In workplaces, making sure that you are screenshotting things, that you are writing things down when they happen.
What's the power of a name? What does it say? What does it symbolize?
Yeah, I think paraphrasing that Dale Carnegie quote, the sound of a person's name is like the sweetest sound to them. And when I learned that, it made me double down on making sure that, one, I was checking that I was pronouncing people's names correctly, and two, that I was using people's names to them, because it can have that reassuring effect. It's always important to keep educating yourself, so that means continuing to learn, exposing yourself as well to other languages, other communities, other types of names that maybe you didn't grow up with.